guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because I'm going to be showing you guys how I braid my hair with one hand. So I'm going to be showing you how I do side braids, which I've been able to do for a while now, a back braid, which I actually literally just learned how to do maybe like a month or so ago. I've only done about 3 successful braids in the back, so we'll see how that goes. And then I think I'll also throw in how I do like a front kind of bangs twist in the front. I don't think that qualifies as a braid, but I'm going to stick it in this video anyway because I don't know what other video I would put it in. 3 hairstyles with one hand. Let's see how it goes. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So for the first hairstyle, we're going to be doing the side braids. So for that, I'm going to need to start by parting my hair in the center. Okay, so now that we have our hair parted in the middle, we're going to start with our braid. So I'm just going to start by running my finger down the center seam, and as much as possible, get your thumb and your pointer finger and kind of just like spread the hair, dividing it as you go. And then just bring each section to one side. Now I don't know if that looks perfect. It probably doesn't, but it'll be okay for the sake of this video. So the way that I braid my hair is I actually use my knee. And so we're gonna, oh, you're gonna see my pants. That's lovely. Okay. Didn't remember that my pants would be shown in this video. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this side first because this side is easier for me because my arm is obviously on this side, so I usually struggle a little bit more with this side. So first, obviously, what you're going to do is you're going to separate your hair into 3 strands, making them as even as possible. I feel like I always end up having one strand that's like a lot thinner than the others, but you know, I feel like that can't be helped. Okay, so I have one strand in one hand, and then I have one strand towards like the left side of my knee and one strand towards the right side of my knee, and I'm holding them both in place with my arm. So the first thing you're going to do is take the strand in your hand and these 2 fingers, and you're going to grab the middle strand and you're going to do like a flipperoo. You're going to place the strand that was over on this side in the middle, like this. And then you're going to do the fingers again, go over the middle one, grab this side, put it in the middle. Then you're going to move this strand over to the left side of your knee so that it's like that. And then you're just going to continue those steps, pulling when possible along the way. So then take these fingers, go over, reposition, pull. And sometimes if you need to pull it, if you need to readjust your hand, sometimes I just put the whole strand in my mouth like this, like, and then you can grab it again and reposition your hand. So then go over, pull it in the middle. Then see, usually it's like this. I have 2 strands with one finger in the middle, so I just twist my hand and put my arm down on the center one. And then you just keep going the whole length of the braid, and the more you practice, the more quickly you'll be able to do this. I'm going to tie it off here. So I've got my hairband. So I'm just going to grab all the hair. Then I'm going to, like that. I don't know if you saw that, but hopefully you did. Then I'm just going to go around and around and around and around until there's no more space to go around. And there is our first braid. Now, yes, it does not look perfect. The back is a little bit like saggy, but again, the more you practice, the better it's going to be. You can also do this hairstyle, like if you want to sleep with your hair in braids, you can do like multiple braids on each side, and then like sleep with them in, and sometimes that'll end up looking good, and other times you'll just end up looking like a lion. So you might want to try that out before you go for school pictures, because believe me, it's not. If I have the picture, I'll put it here, but it was a disaster. Okay, so now we have one side done. Now I'm going to show you how I do the other side. This side is a little trickier for me, but we're going to switch knees. We are going to, again, separate our hair. Now, if you try to look this way and look at what you're doing, it's going to be a lot harder. So I suggest you have your head facing the other direction. Take this strand, switch it with this one, pull. Then cross over this one, move this one over. And then just continue the way that you did in the first one. I feel like the more you do this, the more you like remember the motions that your hand has to go in. So that's the end of this braid. So again, I'm just going to tie it off. Hey, you know, actually that doesn't look too bad. So this is the first kind of braid. We have two kind of like Pippi Longstocking braids. So now we're going to go on to the second one, which is the back braid. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I literally just learned how to do this braid not too long ago, and so we are going to see how well I'm able to do it and if it actually looks anything like a braid when I'm done. So first, start by separating your hair. First off, you're going to need to take this strand, and I'm going to take this middle strand and toss it over my shoulder, put this one back here. Then we're going to take this strand, put it in the middle, and toss this one, middle one, over here. Okay, and then you can pull tight. I like to use my my armpit. So I like to use my armpit to kind of hold the hair there and kind of tighten it. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take this strand, put it in the middle, and put the middle strand over our shoulder and pull. Then we're taking this strand, putting it in the middle, putting the middle strand over our left shoulder. Then you can pull the strand of the back down, and you can pull the strands at the sides. Then just continue doing the right side, and then the left side. Now, partway through, the hair on the sides right here will get too short to be able to hold on to them anymore, and then we're going to have to flip and switch it to the front, and then we're going to continue it like a normal braid. But right now, I think it's still long enough. Okay, so now is kind of the more tricky part, because you have to try to transfer this braid from the back to the side, which I'm going to be moving it to the left side because, as I said earlier, that side is easier for me to braid. So I'm going to bring my knee up again. I'm just going to try to like hold each strand between a different finger so that I keep them separate, and then put your arm over your head, and then you kind of like let go for a second, but like don't connect the strands, and then we just keep going. Now sometimes doing this transfer is makes your braid a little bumpy at that one place where you transferred it, because sometimes you start the braid at a weird place or you twist it a little bit, but I honestly don't really know how to fix that or change that. I don't know. I just learned how to do this braid, so maybe as I try to do it more, I'll figure out a way to end the braid without transferring it to the front. But for now, This is what we're doing, and I'm going to tie it off. I honestly don't know if this looks good. Does it? Ooh! Oh my goodness, that is probably one of the best behind braids I've ever done. Honestly, not even like lying. Now, since I did move it from the back to the left side, it is a little bit lopsided, I think. I like feel it being a little lopsided. I don't know if it actually looks lopsided, but if you want to make it unlopsided, you can kind of just like pull it a little bit towards this way. I think maybe that'll help. And it also makes a nice like side braid. Yeah, so that's the second way that I braid my hair with one hand. I think that actually has turned out better than some of my other attempts, so I'm very happy with that. So now I think I'm going to just show you guys how I do like the braid twist, and then I think that's going to be the end of this video. So let's go right into the third hairstyle. I'm actually kind of sad to take this out because I think it looked really good. I'm going to kind of part my hair back to the side the way that I had it before. And then you're going to need a few bobby pins for this hairstyle. So I've got my bobby pins there, and I've got my mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. So pretty much you're just going to like take a little bit, put it to the back, then you're going to take a little bit, put it over that, and you're just going to kind of continue that and kind of hold it in place with your arm, or if you don't have an arm, you can use your arm like right here to just like hold it there. So I kind of do like this action with the hair. Just kind of take the front hair, switch it to the back, front hair, switch it to the back. Then just keep going with this until you get down to the top of your ear. And this is where we're going to use our bobby pins. I'd open it with like one hand, stick it in. And then I like to do the other one from the back, that it just holds it sturdy. You can just leave it like this if you want with your hair down, but what I usually do is I put my hair up in a ponytail with this hairstyle, and so I'm just going to put my hair up in a ponytail really quick. If you haven't seen my video on how I put up my hair in a ponytail with one hand, I'll probably link that in the description below. I also have a video on how I put my hair up in buns with one hand too, so I've been enjoying this like doing your hair with one hand kind of little series. I honestly think this is going to be the last one because that's pretty much all the hairstyles that I'm able to do with one hand so far. So that is the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have two hands and just were interested to see how people braid their hair with one hand, I hope that you were informed and that you found it interesting. If you have one hand, I really hope that something in this video will be able to help you figure out how to do your hair with one hand, or at least just encourage you to keep trying. Please just remember that this is the way that works for me. You might have to change it a little for it to be able to work for you. I just hope that you'll keep trying, and just because you have one hand does not mean that you can't do it. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!